Hello guys, welcome back to another video of 18 Cinema Summary. In this video, we are going to tell you the full plot line of a movie called Snowy Road. The movie is about two Korean girls in the period between 1910 and 1945 who are forced to become comfort women in the era of the Japanese occupation of Korea. Those dark ages are marked by brutality, not showing a bit of mercy to the women. The two girls get abducted by the Japanese soldiers and become a victim to various incidents. What might be the fate of these girls? Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care. The film starts by showing a girl with a face full of bruises walking on a frozen river. With an expression full of desperation, she continues walking until the ice layers start to crack, and she falls down. Then, another girl sees this, screaming at her. The screen goes black and moves to a woman named Jong Bun, waking up out of a nightmare. After waking up from her dream, she gets ready to go to the community office to get her subsidy from the government. Suddenly, her neighbor comes out and starts acting cold towards her. At the office, Jong Bun fills in her family certificate while facing certain issues. At that moment, her neighbor is seen running away from someone, trying to find her way out. Her neighbor feels that the officer makes it difficult to give her the subsidies, so she leaves. While waiting for a bus, Jong Bun meets again with her neighbor. It reveals that her neighbor is an orphan that often skips school, steals her friend's stuff, and rides a big motorbike with her friends. Days go by, Jong Bun's neighbor gets caught again by the police. Because there is no family to contact, she tells the police that she has a neighbor as her guardian, so Jong Bun comes. Jong Bun defends her to the fullest, especially when the victim slaps the girl. The police finally broke them up and released them. After that moment, they both become close, and the girl starts telling Jong Bun about her life. Jong Bun also tells the girl about her past. The story takes her to a flashback from the past in which her family is a cotton seller. A girl named Young E, who is the daughter of her cotton buyer, seemingly gets ready for school. Jong Bun is very jealous of Young E because she can't go to school due to a lack of funds. She then immediately comes home and tells her mother that she wants to go to school. Disagree, her mother tells Jong Bun to bring a meal to his brother at school. On her way, she meets with Young E's brother, Young Ju, and gives Jong Bun a comic. Jong Bun takes the comic and lies that she can read. At school, Jong Bun sees Young E, who is very smart to answer all the teacher's questions, speaking in Japanese. The bell suddenly rings and Jong Bun starts to find his brother again. She sees his brother doing a ceremonial rehearsal for the Japanese Empire. Distracted by her sister, he gets slapped by his teacher. On the way home, Jong Bun meets a beggar and accompanies him. Confused, she sees Young E runs frantically, and she follows her. Once she arrives at Young E's home, the Japanese soldiers take away Young Ju. All the men in their village are taken away by the Japanese soldier. Jong Bun then takes Young E to see his brother again from the top of the hill. Jong Bun then comes home, where she finds her mother panicking about leaving the place. Her mother hides her with her younger brother, only to watch the Japanese soldiers beat the mother outside. At school, Young E gets beaten up by the Japanese soldier for saying her father's name. Her father has betrayed everyone in Korea, and the wage of sin falls upon his family. On her way home, she meets Jong Bun on the street. Agonized in rage, she decides to go to Japan instead of staying in Korea, hoping for a better future. Hearing this, Jong Bun goes home and talks to her mother about what Young E went to Japan. Her mother ignores Jong Bun and leaves her to go to the city to sell ceramic bowls. Meanwhile, Young E joins a Japanese school and starts becoming a devotee to Japan. Jong Bun also wants to go to Japan and thus meets a man who offers her, but she refuses to go with him and runs away instead. At night, Jong Bun is kidnapped by an unknown group. She's thrown into a vehicle filled with girls who are also taken to Japan. She sees the door opening again, and someone is pushing girls into the cabin. Young E also gets in as she was not sent to school, instead abducted. Jong Bun's mother also cannot find her when she reaches home. Arrive in Japan, all the soldiers take them to the brothel. Days go by, and things are not getting better for the girls as the Japanese soldiers repeatedly force themselves on them. They have to endure seemingly endless physical abuse on a daily basis. All the Korean girls are managed by a woman called Mommy. Mommy sells all the Korean girls to the Japanese soldiers. Mommy also gives all the Korean girls medicine, which can help her abort the child. One day, Young E is forced to drink the medicine since she becomes pregnant. Jung Bun was ordered to keep an eye on Young E for fear of her committing suicide. Young E says that she is unable to take it anymore. Jung Bun tries to calm her down until they both fall asleep. As the morning comes, Jung Bun realizes that Young E is gone. Young E runs away and tries to attempt suicide by falling into the water through a hole. Jung Bun saves her, but they get caught by the Japanese soldiers. Young E bleeds, losing the child in her womb through the streams of blood. Jung Bun knocks on the wall to find out Young E's condition. Young E limply replies to Jung Bun's knock. Knowing Young E's condition, Jung Bun starts crying. The next day, they both sit by the fire to warm themselves. Jung Bun massages Young E's feet, hoping that she will get better soon. Then, a girl named Ayako comes. Ayako takes out a piece of cake to share with them, but Young E just stays quiet. Jung Bun tells Ayako that Young E has a canker sore because of the side effects of the abortive medicine. With the initiative, Ayako chews the cake and gives it to Young E. Despite all the brutality, the girls begin to behave a bit normally. They are washing clothes and Young E, who wants to be a teacher, teaches Jung Bun how to read. Jung Bun finally can read the comic that Young E's brother gave her. One night, Young E and Jung Bun run outside to be together. They hide at a place, and surprisingly, Ayako joins them. They start chatting about each other's hopes if they could return to Korea, letting nostalgia take over. The following morning, the girls in the camp were unclothed to get their health checked. Ayako, who has a skin disease, is pulled by the soldier. Ayako gets killed in front of her friends. To falsify reports, all the girls are dressed as nurses and photographed. One night, the Japanese soldiers are celebrating their triumph. Young E takes this opportunity to steal her photo dressed as a nurse. While doing so, she eavesdrops on two soldiers talking about their next plan. After the party, some girls are kept in the brothel while the others are sent out to get killed. Young E and Jung Bun get to escape the gunshots, since they realized the threat earlier. Unfortunately, Young E was shot by the soldier, but she did not realize it at first. They pass through the woods packed in snow. Young E is going through something but hides it from Jung Bun to keep her morale up. Not long after, Young E gives up since the pain takes over her, telling Jung Bun to leave without her. She gives Jung Bun a picture of the girls dressed as nurses to show it to everyone, to prove that nothing wrong happened to them. Jung Bun tries to leave but comes back just to find Young E's dead body. She tries putting some snow over her dead body as a gesture of respect to the deceased, and has no choice but to leave. Her quest seems to end when she reaches several huts in the village. After she came back, Jung Bun was not literate or registered, so she uses the identity of Young E to get the subsidy from the government. Back to the present, Jung Bun finally decides to make the death report of Young E since she had gone ages ago. She also gets a letter from Young Ju, who informs his location. She replies the letter back and gives Young Ju a sweater. With tears welled up in her eyes, she goes back to the snowy roads which still haunt her. She finds Young E's hallucination on the way, who asks her if she lived a good life. Young E also tells her that she will be gone forever because Jung Bun is not using her identity anymore. And that wraps up our recap this time for the movie Snowy Road. Feel free to drop a comment below as to what we should recap next. Thank you for watching.